Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Robinson Crusoe. And I think it's looking good. I don't have too many wounds. I have a roof strength of 2, palisades 1, weapon strength 3. So I guess it's all fine. But during the last night phase, I decided to move the camp. I wanted to go more here to the center of the island. You can move the camp always during the night phase. But if you do this, you lose half of your roof and palisade strength rounded down. So I lose 1 here and I lose nothing here, because the half would be, well, 0.5, and if you round that down it's 0, so I don't lose anything here. But it was a little stupid. I should have built that second roof strength a little later, after I moved the camp. But okay, it's too late for this now. And now we come to the next event phase, and we'll draw a card here, and it says, well, clean area or cleaned area. Predators, well, they hunted so much that there's nothing left here. It's going to be hard to find food today. And we will place one of these gray markers, these collection markers here. And then it says, during this turn there'll be no food in the production phase. Well, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay, and then this goes here, like this. And we lose another morale, because this now falls down. So that goes down. And then we come to the morale phase. And now it's going up again, and I'm allowed to take 2 determination markers. And now, during my resource phase, I'm not allowed to draw any resources, because here on this new tile we only have food, and there is no food generated because of the predators. Okay, so now we have the action phase. Okay, so what I'm doing now, I'm going to build a cross here. I'm going to explore with Friday, and I'm going to hunt with, I'm going to do this and the dog. So let's start with building this cross. I'll pay 2 determination markers. Yeah. And then I have only to pay 1 cube to build a cross. So that's now my second cross, and I need 5 in the end. And then I'll do the hunting. And that is something new. We simply draw the top card of the hunting pile. That's an alligator, and that's really bad. But okay. Yeah, it's a tough beast. It has a strength of 6. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my 2 bottles, and I get 2 additional weapon strength. So I now have a weapon strength of 5. And this alligator, he has a weapon strength of 6. This is this leftmost symbol here. So the difference is 1, and that means that I take a wound. And now, in addition to this, the weapon strength is reduced by 2. Because fighting this alligator, well, that destroys the primitive weapons that we have. So we were at 5 due to the empty bottle, and now it goes back to 3. So it's not really good. And we gain 3 food due to the hunt. Okay, well, at least something. And we had to do this because there was no food on this river tile. So we had to hunt the alligator, which was probably eating my food. The problem is that there is no fur if you kill an alligator. That would be great, but this is actually, I think this is one of the worst beasts that you can meet out there. Because it reduces your weapon strength so much, it's terribly strong, and you don't get any fur. Okay, so the alligator is now discarded. Oh, actually I forgot. There is this symbol here. So it's even stronger. It has a 7, a strength of 7. So that means we lose an additional life point. Okay. Man. So, and then Friday we'll explore. So for exploring, if you don't use 2 people to do that, you have to roll 2 dice. And now it's actually the reason why I used the camp, why I moved the camp during the last night phase, because if I wanted to explore otherwise, this is too far away and I had to use two workers, 2 actions to explore here. With 1 action it wouldn't even be possible. So now let's roll the die. And that's okay, was successful. I wrote this event, and that means now if he rolls an event, he takes a wound instead. I was successful, so I can draw a card, a tile. That's good. That's a prairie, and it's food and wood. Very good. So I guess in the next turn I'll move the camp there. And then I'm allowed to draw one of these special markers. And that's an additional palisade. Well, that's okay. It's not really... It's not so good, but it's okay, I think. And let's see what this mystery sign means. Hide the cultist, the priest of the cultists. Ah, no, it's the hideout of the priests of the cultists. Place a mist marker on the space. Okay. So let's see now. We have to place one of these markers here. And that's bad. Well, that's a problem. So again, we have some problems with the translation. For me, it's not so clear if this is a marker or not. Technically, it's a cube, but it's written here. You can see that Nebelmarker. That means, well, a marker of the fog or of the mist. And it's written here of this amulet of protection. You can use it to remove a marker. So I think I can remove this marker with the amulet of protection. And I'm going to do this. I think that's pretty important because I need this space. Okay, so now this amulet is discarded. And I'm wondering now if Friday has to draw an adventure card. Actually, I don't think so. No, it's clearly said that he doesn't go on adventures. So in this case, he instead takes a wound. But still, this thing is removed because actually this effect was resolved. So I think that's fine then. Okay, so that was the action phase. I wasn't exactly very lucky here, but it could have been worse. And then we come to the weather phase. And now it's actually interesting with the weather, because now you see that white mark with that white symbol here. And that shows this white weather die. And, oh, they go down, by the way. Here we go. And we gain an additional palisade now. Okay. And we have here on, well, let me see. Well, about 3 times or so to snow. I think twice to rain or something. I'm not absolutely sure. Well, I think we roll the die and let's see what happens. And this is not too bad. That is 1 snow. And I think we were lucky here because we have the old clothing. So that means that the... Wait a minute, actually we can simply use the oven. And the oven allows us to simply ignore 1 snow cloud. So that's it, nothing happens. That's pretty awesome. Okay, and then we come to the night phase. And now we have to eat 1 food. And in addition we can heal. And I take these 2 food. And I'm going to heal, well, I think I'm going to heal myself 1. And also Friday 1. Okay. And then I'm going to move the camp. And I'm going to go now here on the prairie. The good thing is here we have these food and wood. We have lots of unexplored spaces adjacent to us. And well, actually we have to reduce now the strength of our palisades by 1. So we're at 1 once again. But in this case it's not too bad. Yeah. And the roof is okay. We don't have to reduce this. If you have a 1, you don't have to reduce it anymore. Okay. So that was the end of that turn. So now we come to the next card, and this is actually one of the cards that was shuffled into the event deck. And now we resolve this lower part of the card, and that says, well, that's going to be something. The tools are not good, but if you work hard, you can do extraordinary things. And that means I'm allowed to simply draw 2 determination tokens. That's good. And then I have to draw another card. So now I draw another event card. And that says, dangerous night. You hear sounds in the forest near the camp. Soon you'll be attacked by a predator. Take a predator from the predator pile and place it on the event pile. It stays until the end of the next turn. Then you have to fight the beast before drawing an event card. Okay. So that means we have to improve our weapon strength. Might be useful to do that. Actually, I wonder if we get the food and the fur if we kill this thing. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'm not sure about this, but I think I simply take the fur and the food. It makes sense to me thematically. So now we can move the morale up, and I think I'm simply going to heal an additional wound here. And well, now we come to the resource phase, and we can take 1 wound, 1 food and 1 wood. Okay. It's not so easy now. Ooh. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to build a cross here. And I'm going to improve my weapon strength here. Okay, and then I'm going to explore with Friday and the dog. So let's start with the weapon strength. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to use again this economical construction ability, which is absolutely awesome. Spend 2 of these tokens. And that now allows me to pay nothing. Normally you have to pay 1 wood to do this, but in this case I can pay 1 less, so I don't have to pay anything here to improve my weapon strength. Well, let's hope we can do this. That wasn't a success, but that's... Okay, anyway. We gain 2 investigation tokens and we take a wound. Okay, so we were not lucky here. And then we pay again 2 investigation tokens to build the cross here. And let's hope that we're doing now better. And yes, we did. Very good. But we take another wound and we have to check here. Oh man. Okay, but that is actually our 3rd cross. So until now we're doing fine. We still have 3 turns to go, so I think it's okay actually. And let's draw a card. And that says hard work. Well, the work is very hard and it takes a long time. Place a -1 worker on the action field, on the action space building. Okay, so now, here we go. For our next turn, we have 1 less person. So if we want to build anything, we have to do this with at least 2 persons. Oh, that's bad. And then we do the exploring here, Friday, and he's successful with the dog, so we draw another card. And these are mountains. Okay. And now you see another symbol here. That's the shelter symbol. So if we would not have built a shelter and we had moved our camp to the mountains, there would have been a shelter. We would be in a cave or so. So we wouldn't take this wound during the night for sleeping outside. But this is not our concern now because we already have the shelter. And this tile generates wood. In addition to this, we draw a card from the beasts. And we can draw one of these exploration markers. And that's again food and fur. That's good. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure. Yeah, I forgot to move this. I forgot to do this here. I forgot to place these 2 cubes, these 2 mist cubes. So, well, I think I'm allowed to place one here. I mean, I don't see a reason why not. And I will place one here. And now I'm gonna place this card here on the right, and this card goes away, and it says that this tile cannot be flipped over during the whole game again. And that's it. Okay, so we're done now with the action phase. This comes up here and we can take food and fur for that. Okay, here we go. And then we... Wait a minute, I think I have to pay this because I built it. I built the cross and I think I didn't pay that. And then we have to roll the weather die because we come to the weather phase. Okay. And this time it's 2 rain clouds. Well, that's a little unlucky actually. Because we only have 1 roof. And now we have to pay for each additional cloud 1 food and 1 wood. So we actually have to pay 1 food and we can't pay any wood. So we'll take another wound. So our morale goes down again. And then we have to eat, so that's the second food And I think that's it. Okay, we're now at turn 8. And, well, first we draw another event card, and this time we have to fight this beast. Oh man, that's the gorilla. This is also a terrible beast. Oh, you're kidding. That is so bad. He has a weapon strength of 6. Very unlucky here. We have a 3, so we take 3 wounds. 1, 2, 3. And the morale goes down 1 more. Oh man. Now it's getting a little dangerous here. And then our weapon strength is reduced by 3. Oh, come on. So it's 1, 2, 3. We gain 5 food and 2 fur. Okay, luckily we have this pot that allows us to heal. So we can simply eat our enemy. That gives me some satisfaction to think about eating this guy. Okay, so, well, that's an interesting question now, where to place this. I think I can place the food simply here in the available resources, and then I gain 2 fur. Okay, so we have lots of this stuff now. Okay, and I gain a, well, what is that? One of these mystery tokens. That's a special event that happens when you're fighting this guy, because he is actually, as far as I know, the most dangerous beast out there. And that says now, if you have the pot, you also have this healing herb. So, what is it called? Okay, so basically we can turn them around now. And I forgot to mark the prairie with cubes, and also the mountains. We found these terrain types, so we can now simply mark them with cubes, and now we can actually build all of these items. We have discovered all terrain types now. Man, that was tough, fighting this gorilla. Okay, and now we have to go on and we have to draw the next adventure card, and this is actually a mystery card. And I was afraid, right away there comes the next ape. Giant ape. And we have to fight him, and that's now really bad. Demon of the night. He's back again. So we have to fight here, and we're in a lot of trouble now. We might actually be killed very soon. We lose again now 4 life points, simply because we have a strength of 0 here now, and it's now 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really bad. So our morale is reduced to 0. We gain 2 fur. Okay, well, I got tons of fur now, but actually I don't really need that stuff. This is all terribly dangerous now. Okay, so, man. Okay, let me see. So that was this card here, and then I have to draw another card. I have to draw this event card, and if this is a bad event card and I lose another wound, the game is actually over. Okay, another attack at night. A terrible roar awakes you. Every player takes a wound. And that's it. I'm killed. Well, that was tough. That's pretty frustrating because I thought I was safe. I gotta be honest here, I thought I was really doing fine. I never thought I could lose this game. But there were 3 attacks and that simply killed me. Actually, if I would have been successful improving my weapon strength during the last turn, I would now still be alive. But I wasn't. And there's nothing I can do about it. No. Absolutely nothing. Okay. That's painful, but that's it. Okay, let's be honest. That was really an unexpected ending. I mean, I never expected that I could die here. I was absolutely confident I could make it. And wow, okay. I didn't. So still, I think you get a very good impression of this game. I like it very much. It's first, it seems a little complicated and the rules are a mess. I hope the English ones are better, but the German rules are really bad. But once you get into it and you've understood the actions and what's important to do, I think then this becomes a lot easier and it's quite logical how it plays. It's not too long. I like that. To me, this second scenario seemed much easier than the first one, honestly. I mean, okay, I think I was very unlucky now that I died so fast here, but I think until now it was really close and I could have done it. I mean, I had to fight all these really bad creatures here, but if I wouldn't have been so unlucky, I think I could have done that. And in the first scenario, I was far away from winning. Maybe because these were my first 3 games and now I'm a little more experienced, or I don't know, maybe the first one is harder. I think it actually is, because in the first scenario you have to collect definitely more than 10 wood. That's what you need here. You have to collect more wood, and what is even more important, the weather is much worse than here. Here you only roll 1 weather die each turn, and in the other scenario you have to roll 2 weather dice and then this wild beast die, which might bring you an attack of wild animals, an additional attack, without any benefits actually. So, well, I'm not sure, but I think it's for me that one was easier. So, well, I think it's a great game. I had a lot of fun and there's not much more to say about it, I guess. Hope to see you in one of my next videos. Until then, bye.